नमहं जिनेभ्यः सर्वेण सर्वं सत्तदात्मजेभ्यः परिग्रहं मे कुरुताग्रसत्त्वा युष्मासु दासत्वमुपैमि भक्त्या परिग्रहेणास्मि भवत्कृतेन निर्भीर्भवे सत्त्वहितं करोमि पूर्वं स पापं समतिक्रमामि नान्यत् स पापं प्रकरोमि भूयः रत्नोज्ज्वलस्तम्भमनोरमेषु मुक्तामयोद्भासि वितानकेषु स्वच्छोज्ज्वलस्फाटिककुट्टिमेषु सुगन्धिषु स्नानगृहेषु तेषु मनोज्ञगन्धोदकपुष्पपूर्णैः कुम्भैर्महारत्नमयैः अनेकैः स्नानं करोम्येष तथागतानां तदात्मजानां च सगीतिवाद्यम् प्रधूपितैर्धौतमलैः अतुल्यैर्वस्त्रैश्च तेषां तनुमुन्मृशामि ततः सुरक्तानि सुधूपितानि ददामि तेभ्यो वरचीवराणि दिव्यैर्मृदुश्लक्ष्णविचित्रशोभैर्वस्त्रैः अलङ्कारवरैश्च तैस्तैः समन्तभद्राजितमञ्जुघोष लोकेश्वरादीन् अपि मण्डयामि सर्वत्रिसाहस्रविसारिगन्धैर्गन्धोत्तमैस्तान् अनुलेपयामि सुतप्तसुन्मृष्टसुधौतहेम प्रभोज्ज्वलान् सर्वमुनीन्द्रकायान् मान्दारवेन्दीवरमल्लिकाद्यैः सर्वैः सुगन्धैः कुसुमैर्मनोज्ञैः अभ्यर्चयाम्यर्च्यतमान् मुनीन्द्रान् स्रग्भिः संस्थानमनोरमाभिः स्फीतस्फुरद्गन्धमनोरमैश्च तान् धूपमेघैः उपधूपयामि भोज्यैश्च खाद्यैर्विविधैश्च पेयैश्च तेभ्यो निवेद्यं च निवेदयामि रत्नप्रदीपांश्च निवेदयामि सुवर्णपद्मेषु निविष्टपङ्क्तिन् गन्धोपलिप्तेषु च कुट्टिमेषु किरामि पुष्पप्रकरान् मनोज्ञान् प्रलम्बमुक्ता मणिहारशोभा नाभास्वरान्तिं मुखमण्डनांस्तान् विमानमेघान् स्तुतिगीतरम्यान् मैत्रीमयेभ्योऽपि निवेदयामि सुवर्णदण्डैः कमनीयरूपैः संसक्तमुक्तानि समुच्छ्रितानि प्रधारयाम्येष महामुनीनां रत्नाकपत्राण्यतिशोभनानि अतः परं प्रतिष्ठन्तां पूजामेघा मनोरमः तूर्यसङ्गीतिमेघाश्च सर्वसत्त्वप्रहर्षणः सर्वसद्धर्मरत्नेषु चैत्येषु प्रतिमासु च पुष्परत्नादिवर्षाश्च प्रवर्तन्तां निरन्तरम् मञ्जुघोषप्रभृतयः पूजयन्ति यथा जिनान् तथा तथागतान्नाथान् सपुत्रान् पूजयाम्यहम् स्वराङ्गसागरैस्तोत्रैः स्तौमि चाहं गुणोदधीन् स्तुतिसङ्गीतिमेघाश्च सम्भवन्त्वेष्वनन्यथा सर्वक्षेत्राणुसङ्ख्यैश्च प्रणामैः प्रणमाम्यहम् सर्वत्रध्वगतान् बुद्धान् सह धर्मगणोत्तमान् सर्वचैत्यानि वन्देऽहम् बोधिसत्त्वाश्रयांस्तथा नमः करोम्युपाध्यायान् अभिवन्द्यान् यतींस्तथा बुद्धं गच्छामि शरणं यावदा बोधिमण्डतः धर्मं गच्छामि शरणं बोधिसत्त्वगणं तथा विज्ञापयामि सम्बुद्धान् सर्वदिक्षु व्यवस्थितान् महाकारुणिकांश्चापि बोधिसत्त्वान् कृताञ्जलिः अनादिमतिसंसारे जन्मन्यत्रैव वा पुनः यन्मया पशुना पापं कृतं कारितमेव वा यच्चानुमोदितं किञ्चित् आत्मघाताय मोहतः तदत्ययं देशयामि पश्चात्तापेन तापितः रत्नत्रयेपकारो यो माता पितृषु वा मया गुरुष्वन्येषु वाक्षेपात् कायवाग्बुद्धिभिः कृतः अनेकदोषदुष्टेन मया पापेन नायकः यत्कृतं दारुणं पापं तत्सर्वं देशयाम्यहम् कथं च निःसराम्यस्मान् नित्योद्वेगोऽस्मि नायकः मा भुन्मे मृत्युरचिरात् अक्षिणे पापसञ्चये कथं च निःसराम्यस्मात् परित्रायत सत्वरम् माममाक्षीणपापस्य मरणं शीघ्रमेष्यति कृता कृता परीक्षोऽयं मृत्युर्विस्रम्भघातकः स्वस्थैरविश्वास्य आकस्मिकमहाशनिः प्रियाप्रियनिमित्तेन पापं कृतमनेकधा सर्वमुत्सृज्य गन्तव्यम् इति न ज्ञातमीदृशम् अप्रिया न भविष्यन्ति प्रियो मे न भविष्यति अहं च न भविष्यामि सर्वं च न भविष्यति तत्तत् स्मरणतां याति यद्यद्वस्त्वनुभूयते स्वप्नानुभूतवत् सर्वं गतं न पुनरीक्ष्यते इहैव तिष्ठतस्तावद् गता नैके प्रिया प्रियः तन्निमित्तं तु यत् पापं तत् स्थितं घोरमग्रतः एवमागन्तुकोऽस्मीति न मया प्रत्यवेक्षितं मोहानुनय विद्वेषै कृतं पापमनेकधा रात्रिन्दिवम् अविश्रामम् आयुषो वर्धते व्ययः आयस्य चागमो नास्ति न मरिष्यामि किं नहम् इह शय्यागतेनापि बन्धुमध्येऽपि तिष्ठता मयैवेकेन सोढव्या मर्मच्छेदादिवेदना यमदूतैर्गृहीतस्य कुतो बन्धुः कुतः सुहृत् पुण्यमेकं तदात्राणं मया तच्च न सेवितम् अनित्यजीविता संगात् इदं भयमजानता प्रमत्तेन मया नाथ बहुपापमुपार्जितम् अङ्गच्छेदार्थमप्यद्य नीयमानो विशस्यति पिपासितो दीनदृष्टिः अन्यदेवेक्षते जगत् किं पुनर्भैरवाकारैर्यमदूतैः अधिष्ठितः महात्रासज्वरग्रस्तः पुरीशोत्सर्गवेष्टितः कातरैर्दृष्टिपातैश्च त्राणान्वेषि चतुर्दिशम् को मे महाभयात् अस्मात् साधुस्त्राणं भविष्यति त्राणशून्यादिशो दृष्ट्वा पुनः सम्मोहमागतः तदाहं किं करिष्यामि तस्मिन् स्थाने महाभये अद्यैव शरणं यामि जगन्नाथान् महाबलान् जगद्रक्षार्थमुद्युक्तान् सर्वत्रासहराञ्जिनान् तैश्चाप्यधिगतं धर्मं संसारभयनाशनं शरणं यामि भावेन बोधिसत्त्वगणं तथा समन्तभद्रयात्मानं ददामि भयविह्वलः पुनश्च मञ्जुघोषाय ददाम्यात्मानमात्मना तं चावलोकितं नाथं कृपाव्याकुलचारिणं विरौम्यार्तरवं भीतः स मां रक्षतु पापिनम् आर्यमाकाशगर्भं च क्षितिगर्भं च भावतः सर्वान् महाकृपांश्चापि त्राणान्वेषि विरौम्यहम् यं दृष्ट्वैव च सन्त्रस्ता पलायन्ते चतुर्दिशं यमदूतादयो दृष्टास्तं नमस्यामि वज्रिणम् अतीत्ययुष्मद्वचनं साम्प्रतं भयदर्शन शरणं यामि वो भीतो भयं नाशय तद्रुतम् इत्वरव्याधिभीतोऽपि वैद्यवाक्यं न लङ्घये किमु व्याधिसतिर्ग्रस्तश्चतुर्भिश्चतुरुत्तरैः एकेनापि यतः सर्वे जम्बुदीपगता नरः नश्यन्ति येषां भैषज्यं सर्वदिक्षु न लभ्यते तत्र सर्वज्ञवैद्यस्य सर्वशल्यापहारिणः वाक्यमुल्लङ्घयामीति धिङ्मामत्यन्तमोहितम् अत्यप्रमत्तस्तिष्ठामि प्रपातेष्वितरेष्वपि किमु योजनसाहस्रे प्रपाते दीर्घकालिके अद्यैव मरणं नैति न युक्ता मे सुखासिका अवश्यमेति सा वेला न भविष्याम्यहं यदा अभयं केन मे दत्तं निस्सारिष्यामि वा कथम् अवश्यं न भविष्यामि कस्मान्मे सुस्थितं मनः पूर्वानुभूतनष्टेभ्यः किं मे सारमवस्थितम् येषु मे विनिविष्टेन गुरूणां लङ्घितं वचः जीवलोकमिमं त्यक्त्वा बन्धुन् परिचितांस्तथा एकाकी क्वापि यास्यामि किं मे सर्वैः प्रियाः प्रियैः इयमेव तु मे चिन्ता युक्ता रात्रिन्दिवं तदा अशुभान्नियतं दुःखं निस्सरेयं ततः कथम् मया बालेन मूढेन यत्किञ्चित् पापमाचितं प्रकृत्या यच्च सावद्यं प्रज्ञप्त्यावद्यमेव च तत्सर्वं देशयाम्येष नाथानाम् अग्रतस्थितः कृताञ्जलिर्दुःखभीतः प्रणिपत्य पुनः पुनः अत्ययमत्ययत्वेन प्रतिगृह्णन्तु नायकः अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया इति श्री शान्तिरेव विरचिते बोधिचर्यावतारे पापदेशना नाम द्वितीयः परिच्छेदः ॐ
All right. Well, good morning. I want to welcome you all to the Rime Center. I'm so happy that you're joining us this morning. And if this is your first time joining us and you're looking for a spiritual home, I do hope that you consider the Rime Center as that home. So as we begin, let's just take a moment to get settled in our space, present to where we're at. To do that, we'll just take a couple deep breaths, releasing the breath, letting go of any tension that you might be holding in your body and in your mind. Let's begin with our refuge vows. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. Four immeasurables. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. For as long as space endures, and for as long as living beings remain, until then may we too abide to dispel the misery of the world. And so I want to begin by leading us on a short guided meditation. Again, let's just gently settle our bodies into our comfortable, stable posture. Feel the contact points on our body, our seat, our legs, our hands resting. And take a deep breath in, and then a slow breath out. And then allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. There's no need to control, just resting. Let your body be at ease. Let your breath be natural. And let your mind be easy. And now gently bring your attention to your own mind, not to the thoughts, not to memories, not to images, but to mind itself. And just take a moment to notice right now. Does the mind feel calm? Does it feel still? And if the mind is resting, unmoving, settled, this is called stillness. There's nothing to grasp here, nothing to hold on to. Just simply rest, let go, just be. And the mind may feel like a calm lake, like a wide open sky. If so, just simply rest there, softly aware, effortless, uncontrived. But instead, perhaps thoughts may arise, sounds may come, our sensations may shift, our emotions may stir. This is called movement. And there's no problem with this. Just let the thoughts come, let the thoughts go, but do not follow after them. Don't push them away, and just notice. Just like waves rise and fall within an ocean, all movements arise within the mind, dissolve back into the mind. They have no solid core, no true arrival, no lasting departure. And whether stillness or movement, there is something that knows, there's something aware. This knowing, this simple presence is awareness. It does not come, it does not go. It's always here, quietly knowing. And look directly at this very awareness. It has no shape, has no edge, has no color, yet it is luminous, vividly present. And notice when the mind looks at itself, I, the searcher, and the sought dissolve. The looker and the seen are not two. Just rest here without striving, without fabricating, without effort. And there's no need to adjust. There's no need to improve this moment. This, just as it is enough. Just rest naturally. And when you're ready, gently bring your attention back to your body. Feel your breath moving softly. Feel the ground supporting you. And notice that the same awareness is here with the body, with the breath, within this world. All experiences, joys and sorrow, clarity and confusion arise within this awareness, arising like waves in water and dissolving like mist into the sky. And there's nothing to hold, and there's nothing to push away. Supplication to the Buddha. To the Blessed One, the one gone beyond, the fully awakened one, the great physician, the supreme teacher, you came to this earth, and through your own efforts, you obtained the awakened state, overcoming all suffering and distress. Through your great compassion, you showed us the path to liberation. You taught us the merit of compassion, wisdom, and equanimity. To you, the glorious teacher, I prostrate. Do not commit any non virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Blessed One. Through the merits of these thoughts, words, and actions, may we dedicate this for the benefit of all sentient beings. And like you, O Blessed One, may we and every being attain your supreme awakened state, free from the ocean of suffering. Lord of the Dharma, I prostrate your omniscient being. Seven limb prayer. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and mentally transformed. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginless time, and rejoice in the merits of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate the merit created by myself and others to the great enlightenment. Mandala offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with the freedom from the three poisons. Idam Guru Ratnam Minalakam Niyatayami. Supplication to Manjushri. Om, homage to Manjushri, deity whose diamond speech cuts off all suffering, whose clear mind is the embodiment of insight, wisdom. Manjushri, protector, free from evil and karmic stains. Your form is vast as the sky. Your mind dwells in the one taste of suchness. Lord of wisdom, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Maitreya. Om, Lord Maitreya, benevolent one, golden son of the primordial, emperor of the northern paradise. Around you the stars and spheres course and turn. Within the span of your breath, countless worlds rise and fall. Deity of innumerable names, called or uncalled, you are always present. May the pure heaven of Tashita always arise before us. Supplication to Tara. Om Svasti, long-eyed mother, the Lord of the triple world, mother who gives birth to all the Buddhas of the three times, performing all their functions by the strength of your compassion, by your knowledge of non-duality, by your unwavering power, mother of Maitreya, I pay homage to you. O Lady of great compassion, your smiling face is the delight of beings. Your calming eye looks out over the triple world. You spread your seat upon a moon whose essence is the thought of enlightenment. You are adorned with the finest garments and many precious gems. Your gift bestowing right hand that grants magical attainment to those who invoke you. Your left hand grasps the lotus flower, symbol of your stainless purity. Your two hands are the union of means and wisdom. Boundless body of union, I pay homage to you. Homage to Tara, at whose lotus feet the gods and non gods make worship. Homage to Tara, mother of all Buddhas, who heralds freedom from limitation.
Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha. 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 Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha.
Dedication of Tara meditation. By the meritorious energy of my meditation of Tara, the beyond samsara goddess, may all the limitless sentient beings be led by the energy of the enlightened ones until their Buddhahood is achieved. Supplication to Palden Lamo. Soul Mother, Lady victorious over the three worlds, please pay attention here and now. You overpower the whole apparent worlds, samsara and nirvana, by heroically guarding the Dharma and Dharma holders with the four types of actions flashing like lightning. You soar up openly like a full moon in the midst of a garland of powerful Dharma protectors. Powerful Daikini protector, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Chenrezig. You whose white-colored body is unstained by faults, whose crown is adorned by a fully enlightened Buddha, who gaze upon my creatures with eyes of compassion, to you, Chenrezig, I prostrate. Liberating the beings of the six realms, compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless time, sentient beings through the force of anger are born as hell beings and experience the suffering of heat and cold. May they all be born in your presence, perfect deity. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless time, sentient beings through the force of greed are born as hungry ghosts and experience the suffering of hunger and thirst. May they all be born in your perfect realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma again from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of confusion are born as animals and experience the suffering of dullness and bewilderment. May they all be born in your presence, protector. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma again from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of desire are born as humans and experience the suffering of constant toil and poverty. May they all be born in the supreme pure land of day watching. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma again from beginningless times, sentient beings through the force of jealousy are born as demigods and experience the suffering of fighting and quarreling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma again from beginningless times, sentient beings through the force of pride are born as gods and experience the suffering of change and falling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
us on the second meditation that we do Tonglen practice to alleviate the suffering of others. So much suffering going on in the world, both man-made and natural disasters. There's a short explanation of how to do Tonglen in your service for those of you who are new to this practice. Dedication of Chenrezig meditation. By this virtue, may I quickly become Chenrezig and then lead every being without exception to that ground. Vajrasattva mantra. Om Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Tinopa Trida Drido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Ano Rakto Mebawa Sarwasidi Me Prayatsa Sarwa Karma Susame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarwatata Gata Benzama Me Munza Binzibawa Mahasamaya Sato Hahum Pep Hom Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Tino Padrida Trido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Subokayo Mebawa Enorakto Mebawa Sarwasidi Me Prayata Sarwa Karma Susame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Tawa Tata Gata Benzama Me Munta Benzibawa Mahasamaya Sato Haum Pet Om Benza Sato Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Tino Patrida Trido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Enorakto Mebawa Sawasidi Me Prayata Sarwa Karma Susame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Tawatata Gata Benzama Me Munza Benzibawa Mahasamaya Sato Hahum Pet.
Om Vajrasattva 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 Om Vajra Sapa 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 Om Vajra Sapa.
And it's on this final meditation. We do shamatha, or you could do a non-dual placement meditation. Okay, well, again, I want to welcome you all to the Rime Center. We're so delighted to have you here, and especially if this is your first visit, if you could just raise your hand. We just want to make sure we welcome you here. I've seen a couple of new faces. Yep, thank you. Again, whether you're exploring the Dharma or seeking a spiritual home, we hope that you consider the Rime Center as part of your journey. I wanted to give a quick, heartfelt thanks to our greeter today, Adana. She always does such a. She may have been the unofficial greeter, but she always does such a. And you did a fantastic job with all two of them. So I also want to thank Travis for helping out with the technology and getting the shrine looking really nice this morning. So also after the service, please visit our gift shop. It's actually on the second floor. You just go to the top of the stairs and you'll see it right there. A couple of announcements that I have for you all. And originally I just had a page of announcements, and then I was given this big old piece of paper by the Daikini group. So bear with me. First of all, I want to say that we're looking for volunteers to help with our reconstituted homeless outreach program. We're looking for 8 people to help us fill Bodhi bags. A Bodhi bag is basically a Ziploc bag that has food items, canned food and other items in there. And then we give those out to the homeless. So we're looking for 8 people to fill our Bodhi bags before our Wednesday meditation sessions. And then we're looking for 12 people to help with our outreach runs after the Sunday service. This is a monthly commitment of just 2 hours. So what it is if we have 12 people, then we have about 4 people each week. So you're kind of scheduled for 1 week of the month. And then they drive around the community to the different various homeless camps and then deliver those Bodhi bags. We used to do it quite regularly when we were at our old location. It was very successful, and I was very proud of it. But we had to stop it when we moved here. We didn't really have the space at the time, but I think they're going to be rearranging some stuff down in the basement. So if you're interested, please sign up today. Also, you can speak with Nicole Escabel, who's our board president, and help make a real difference. And she handed me this. They're also looking for items for the Bodhi bags. So if you happen to go to the grocery store and you can pick up a few extra items, we're looking for 1-gallon Ziploc bags. We're looking for bottled water, fruit cups, energy bars, and then cans of vegetables that have a pop top, so you don't have to have a can opener. Also, a couple of the other items that our Daikini group, and our Daikini group is a women's group here at the Rime Center. They meet once a month, every first Sunday of the month. It's open to anybody who would like to participate. Well, I guess women who would like to participate. But their next Daikini group will be November 2nd, and they're going to start selling pastries. And during, or not during the Sunday service, but before, at coffee, tea, and pastries for those of you who like to show up a little early. And then the money raised by that, we will then donate to the Tibetan Nuns Project. So it's really an amazing organization. Bring cash if you could. And then they're doing a book sale October 25th, 26th. So 25th setting up, 26th they're selling, and it's what, 80% discount? No, that Gabi would. You'd be looking for a new llama because Gabi would bury me. So I'm not sure what the percentage. Do you know what the percentage is? Okay. Oh, wonderful. So, all right, that's the Daikini group. Also, I've invited our Sangha Advisory Council and any members that would also like to join in. The Rime board members are going to present after the service to kind of talk about the plans that we are working on for the extension to the Sangha House. So we're looking at pushing this wall back about 15 feet. We've been working with an architect. We have preliminary drawings that we'd like to share with folks who would like to stay after the service. It'll take probably 15, 20 minutes at the most to go over the plans. So again, I want to invite you to join us to learn about those design plans. And then at 12:30 is our next Sutra Study Sunday. So this is a class that we do every first Sunday of the month, where we explore the Buddhist wisdom, focusing on different sutras. This week we have the Tavija Sutta, and it's the Buddha's teachings on mental cultivation and the 4 Brahma Viharas, or the 4 immeasurables. So we're going to focus on that particular part. But it's with heartfelt gratitude. I want to thank you all for helping nurture a community that embodies the Buddhist teachings of love, compassion, and wisdom. With it's your financial generosity that ensures the Rime Center remains a warm and welcoming home for practice, reflection, and connection. Carrying forward the legacy of our founders, Lama, Chuck, and Mary. Together, we're keeping the Dharma alive and thriving. And may we continue to build a community rooted in wisdom and joy, where all who enter find refuge and belonging. That's it for the announcements, unless I missed anything. No? Okay. All right. Today's Dharma talk is Bridging the Divide with Kindness and Compassion. In ordinary life, we spend a great deal of energy constructing divisions between ourselves and others, establishing our own separate identity and the boundaries that protect it. And this is natural. It's human. It gives us a sense of security. But those same boundaries can also become walls, walls that harden us into an us versus them, walls that cut us off from one another, creating suspicion, resentment, even hostility. In our society today, especially here in the United States, we see this everywhere. Families are divided, communities polarized, public life often feels marked by anger and distrust. So how do we begin to heal this? How do we build bridges when the tide of division feels so strong? And the Buddha's answer points us towards what's called the 4 immeasurables: loving kindness, compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity. They're called immeasurable because they are boundless in scope. There's no limit to how far they can extend. No person is beyond their reach. No end to the healing that they can bring to a fractured world. They're also called the Brahma Viharas, the divine abodes, because when we live in them, we dwell in a state of profound dignity, peace, and connectedness. Thanissaro Bhikkhu writes, the Brahma Viharas, or sublime attitudes, are the Buddha's primary heart teachings, the ones that connect most directly with our desire for true happiness. They are unlimited goodwill, unlimited compassion, unlimited empathetic joy, and unlimited equanimity, end quote. These qualities take the ordinary emotions that we already know and then elevate them. They train the heart to expand beyond narrow self-concern and embrace the whole of humanity. Not lofty ideals, but practical tools for healing division. Again, what is meant by immeasurable? And normally we extend love only to those we like, compassion only to those who look like us, joy only to those we agree with, or equanimity only when things go our way. But the Dharma challenges us to extend these without measure across boundaries, across divisions, even across enemy lines. The scriptures remind us every being at some point in the vastness of time has been close to us, a parent, a sibling, or a friend. And when we see through the illusion of separation, we begin to treat all beings as kin, and the walls of us and them begin to soften. Gampopa says, the teachings on the practices of loving kindness and compassion are the remedy to being attached to the pleasure of peace. And so what does attached to the pleasure of peace mean? It is the desire to achieve nirvana only for oneself, without an altruistic mind for sentient beings. And because of it, one does not benefit others. This is called the lesser vehicle. end quote. And so today I want to focus on these first two of the four immeasurables, loving kindness and compassion. Loving kindness is the heartfelt wish that all beings experience true happiness. It's not a sentimental attachment. It's not a selective affection. It's an open, boundless friendliness, radiating outwards without preference or condition. The Buddhist tradition compares it to the love a mother feels for her only child, instinctive, protective, and unwavering. And when we cultivate loving kindness, we expand that care beyond our own circle until it embraces everyone, friends, strangers, and even those that we find difficult. This is radical in its simplicity. In a society like ours, where politics, race, class, and culture so easily turn neighbors into strangers, loving kindness is a direct way of dissolving the illusion of us versus them. Imagine extending loving kindness to a family member who disagrees with your politics, to the driver who cuts you off on the highway, to those who anger frightens or offends us. Each small act of extending kindness softens the hard edges of division. And the Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Loving kindness doesn't mean we must agree with harmful views. It doesn't mean condoning injustice, but it does mean refusing to let our hearts be poisoned by hatred. I want to share a story that I read recently. In Brazil, a man named Raimundo Arruda Sobrinho, a homeless poet, lived on the streets for decades. Every day he wrote poems, yet no one ever read them. And one day a young woman stopped and she spoke with him with kindness. She asked to read his writing, and she began posting his poems online. And soon people from around the world were following him. Even his long lost family found him, and he was eventually able to return home. What stands out in this story is that it began with one simple act of loving kindness, seeing someone as human. We translate this to our own context. How often do we walk past unhoused neighbors without acknowledgement? Loving kindness can be simple as making eye contact, as simple as offering a greeting, as simple as silently wishing them well. It doesn't erase the larger structural issues of poverty, but it does something profound. It breaks the walls of invisibility and it restores human dignity. And in a divided society like ours, it means choosing to see the humanity in people who are often unseen. It may not change the whole world in that instant, but for the person receiving it, it changes their world. As Gampopa says, when through the power of loving kindness, tears come from the eyes and the hairs of the body stand up, that is called great loving kindness, end quote. Ooh, that wind. So imagine extending even a fraction of that love across our divides. How might our conversations, our neighborhoods, or our politics change? And if loving kindness is the wish that beings be happy, compassion is the wish that they be free from suffering. Compassion is not pity. It's not superiority. It's recognition. Your suffering is my suffering. Your tears are my tears. It's the natural trembling of the heart when it refuses to turn away. An example of this are the parents in Newtown, Connecticut, who lost children in the Sandy Hook shooting. They turned their grief into activism, not only for their own children, but for all children. Or after 9/11, when human chains formed to help strangers escape the towers. No one asked about religion, nationality, or politics. Compassion simply saw suffering and responded. On a more everyday level, Compassion is what allows us to look at someone shouting in anger and see not just their words, but the fear or despair that drives them. The teachings describe compassion as an inability to tolerate the fact that beings suffer. It is the raw, courageous willingness to keep our hearts open in the presence of pain, whether it's the pain of a refugee, whether it's the pain of an immigrant, a grieving parent, an unhoused neighbor, or even the suffering hidden beneath the anger of someone whose views oppose ours. In our divided society, compassion calls us to look deeper. When we see someone shouting in anger, we can recognize the fear and insecurity beneath their rage. When we encounter cruelty, we can see it as the product of confusion and unhealed wounds. When we meet someone lost in addiction, violence, or despair, we can remember that they too once longed simply to be loved and safe. Compassion does not make us weak. On the contrary, it gives us strength to face the suffering without closing down. It empowers us to act not out of vengeance, but out of care. As Gampopa reminds us, when one has fully purified self-cherishing, is fully released or cut from the chain of self-cherishing, when from the depths of the mind one desires all sentient beings to be free from suffering, then one has perfected the practice of compassion, end quote. Compassion becomes a bridge. It allows us to move towards those who might otherwise push away. It allows us to work for justice without hatred, to protect the vulnerable without vilifying the oppressor, to stand firmly for what is right, while still seeing humanity in those on the other side. Loving kindness and compassion are like two wings of the same bird. Loving kindness says, "May you be happy." Compassion says, "May you be free from suffering." Together, they carry us beyond division into the open sky of shared humanity. They invite us to look across the lines that divide our society, race, class, ideology, geography, and to remember, no matter our differences, we all long for happiness. No matter our differences, we all wish to be free from pain. And when we bring loving kindness and compassion together, they change the way we move in the world. Loving kindness wishes others happiness. Compassion feels their pain. Together, they remind us that beneath all our divisions, political ideologies, rich or poor, urban or rural, we share the same fragile, yearning humanity. And practicing them is not abstract. It's as simple as pausing before responding in anger, as practical as offering kindness in a tense conversation, as courageous as extending care to those who seem most unlike us. And when we do this, we begin to see the real bridge is not built in our capitals, and it's not built on social media. It's built right here in the heart. In every moment, we choose love over hate, compassion over indifference. For many of us, these qualities arise only by chance. When life feels safe, when people agree with us, and when we are at ease. But the Buddha taught that these states can be cultivated, generated, strengthened through practice. And we begin small. May I be happy. May you be free from suffering. May all beings know peace. First for ourselves, then for our friends, then strangers, and eventually for those we dislike or fear. And in time, we recognize something profound. Everyone longs for happiness. Everyone longs to be free from suffering. And when our hearts are saturated with these immeasurables, division loses its grip, and we no longer see enemies, we see fellow travelers, walking the same path of longing and struggle. These immeasurables are not only a path to enlightenment, they're a blueprint for healing our divided world. They teach us to build bridges where there are walls, to listen where there is shouting, to love where there is fear. And when we embark When we embody kindness and compassion, we step closer to a society that reflects our deepest truth, that we belong to one another. I want to end this talk with one of Raimundo's poems, Floribunda, and I've translated it from Portuguese into English. It is the head, considering that thought is its flower, blooms permanently from birth to death. May you have compassion, wisdom, gratefulness, and joy, and I hope that this talk has been helpful to you. Long life supplication for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, all powerful, you're the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Sorry, Dalai Lama, please forgive me. Flower of faith and praise of Lama Chuck and Mary. Lama of great compassion, with kindness to all, you firmly establish the Rime tradition through skillful means and wisdom. Mary Tenzin Dawa, who is the embodiment of all the Daikinis, with the sun of wisdom and the moon of compassion, you bring love and joy to everyone you meet. Inspired by your example, I vow to cultivate compassion and wisdom from this moment forward in all my future lives. I will strive to embody the Buddha's teachings in every thought, word, and deed. Dedication to merit. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. Aspiration prayers. Bodhicitta is precious, may it arise from whom it is not arisen. Once arisen, may it not diminish, but ever grow and flourish. All difficulties without exception being pacified with harmonious situations like the treasure of the sky. May the teachings and practice of the Rime tradition live long and shine brightly. So I want to thank you all again for joining us. Again, we'll take a quick break. Our gift shop is open, but for those who would like to learn about our building plans, we'll be getting that set up here in just a few minutes.